And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and I am going to be continuing this week this series of 3 versus 3, our triple mollywop series, and we are going to be focused on taking down the bounty hunters this week, both a meta and a non-meta bounty hunter team. So we're going to show a couple of different variants, and we'll have a couple of different videos. The team you see right here is JTR, BB-8, and R2-D2 versus Bossk, Dengar, and Boba Fett. Although this works really well for when people use Bossk with any other two, they normally use Dengar and one other. And so we're going to go ahead and go through the battle here in a second. Now, remember with this series, I already recorded like 10 battles and I didn't capture my opponent's information, but be assured I'm playing against individuals that have equal to or greater than mods than me. In the future, I will try to capture that information for you, but I was not able to do that this battle. Just keep in mind, they all have maxed out mods. In fact, most Grand Arenas, when I look at the mod comparison, they most of the time have a mod advantage over me. But again, in the future, I'll try and capture that. Now, what I want to do is go into how I modded the 3 characters that I used, and then we'll go through the video step by step to see how I did. All right, now my Ray Jedi Training, or JTR, is for gear completely maxed out, and for abilities is completely maxed out, triple Zeta. Now you got to keep in mind, everyone I go against is the same thing with their team. Now I haven't modded her or remodded her in a very long time. In fact, I modded her up when 6E mods first launched, and that was it. Back then I did critical chance and critical damage. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's definitely better modding that could be done. I only have around 250 speed, which is not super fast. I have speed on the arrow with just some random other stuff like protection and crit chance. And then I have critical damage, which is good for her because she does physical damage. And she has it has 13 speed secondary and some offense. This one's not really that good. It's just a health mod. That's not really the best for her. In fact, it'd probably be better to be offense. And it only has 11 speed and 40 offense. So it's not a really amazing mod. I should probably try and search for something better than that. But I wanted to showcase what I had on her when I beat the team. And then this is protection. This is one of the few that I cut, because protection is one of those things, slicing the protection is not really valuable, but it did have 19 speed. When I sliced it, it went up to 20. So that's pretty good. Plus 70 offense. That's not bad. And then this is your defense, 12 speed, 60 offense. That's decent. This one, 14 speed with 107 offense, and that's pretty good. That's one of my few plus 100 offense mods that I have. I've been trying to get plus 100 mods, but very difficult. I only have a little over 20 of these mods that have plus 100% offense. Kind of sad, actually. So that is JTR. Let's go ahead and look at BB-8 and R2-D2. Now, R2-D2 hasn't been touched in a while either, but I made him a long time ago, very, very fast, 307 speed, and he gets turn meter from BB-8 when he gets his turn meter gains from having the buff. And I went with tenacity and speed. The speed set here with the speed arrow. I went with defense because it had 19 speed secondary. That's basically it. This one has potency with 15 speed. Potency is not bad on him. And this is health with 19 speed, which is good. And then this is 20% defense with 15 speed. That's all right. At my level, 15 speed secondaries are not that much. And this is offense that was 60, of course. So you get the extra offense and 23 speed. So that is great no matter how you slice it. And with everything, he ends up being almost about 80% potency and tenacity, 307 speed, and a solid over 40% health. So not bad. R2-D2 came into this battle looking pretty good. Now, BB-8, again, another character I haven't focused too much on. I was looking mostly for speed back in the day for raids when I was doing, Hat and the beginning of Sith. That was the last time I even touched these, was really about the time we did the Sith raid. And I went with a speed set, potency set, and speed arrow offense, which he doesn't really need at all, but it had 22 speed, and the speed was what I cared about. And then, of course, there's defense, 20% defense with 16 speed. That's really why I did that, is the 16 speed on speed set. And then this is health with speed, okay. This one is 14 speed and defense, which is okay. And then this one's 15 speed with offense. This is okay. Again, this isn't phenomenal for BB-8, and I got him to 300, but I know a lot of people that have him far in excess of that. But, he's got what he needs for speed, and he provides additional speed. It's pretty good. He's got Illuminated Destiny. He's very durable. He's going to provide back a lot of that stuff. And there's a lot of really great synergy with the droids underneath JTR. And if you're going 5 versus 5, Jedi Training Ray with 4 droids works really well because BB-8 is going to make all of the droids really, really fast. And let's show you why. So under Covert Data Transfer, he gives himself and a random ally the secret intel for 3 turns, and then BB-8 gains 8% turn meter for everybody with the secret intel, which is 16% right off the bat. In addition, he has Self-Preservation Protocol where BB-8 takes damage. If he takes damage, he has a 50% chance to gain foresight at the beginning of each encounter. If BB-8 is active, which he is, droid allies, this is the other droids now, this is why you want to run a bunch of droids with JTR, the droid allies, and this includes himself, gain 8% turn meter for each active droid ally. So in the 3v3, that's 2 droid allies, himself and R2-D2, that's 16% turn meter. So at the start of the encounter, both R2-D2 and him get 16% turn meter. 16% of 300 is like 48 speeds, basically. So you're talking about another, 48 speed to 300. This is going to be faster than almost anything that's out there, which helps you get the jump on the characters that you're going for. So that's why you would do that. And of course, BB-8's just a really great character with Illuminated Destiny, regenerating health and protection. And then, of course, Jedi Training Ray's leadership, inspirational presence allows resistance allies, which is both of them, to have 30% critical chance and 30% critical damage. When they score a critical hit, they have a 70% chance to inflict expose for 2 turns, which that's really good to chew down a team. And then also resistance allies, this includes herself, gain 10% turn meter when an enemy's exposed. So when an enemy's exposed, 10% turn meter to everybody on your side, 70% chance. When resistance allies use a special ability, all exposed enemies will lose turn meter. So you not only expose them, but now you're turn meter manipulating the other side. It also says if the resistance ally has no debuffs, you'll then reduce their cooldown by 1. That's really, really important, especially with Illuminated Destiny. Now in 3 versus 3, it's a little harder to get your Illuminated Destiny off, but it does still happen. So I want to go ahead and go through the battle. I've got it over here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of play it, stop it, talk about it, do the analysis, and then we'll get going. So I'm over here. Let's go ahead and go. So right off the bat, you see R2-D2 with all that bonus turn meter goes first. And the first thing that I should do is stealth. Now, the reason why I stealth is I want to make sure that my guys aren't targeted and their Dengar is not stealthed yet. So because Dengar's not stealthed, I can go stealth. Now, I should have stealthed JTR because she can regenerate her health and protection better than anyone on the team, but BB-8 isn't a bad target either because he has the retaliation. He can go ahead and smack him back, put tenacity down, which is only going to help us further this battle. Now, this is a really overpowered team. The team I went against completely maxed. Their Bossk was like 298 or 296, something like that. So let's go ahead and keep going. Now we put covert buff, whatever you want to call it. What we're going to do is we're going to turn meter manipulate Bossk. We don't want him to taunt. He'll throw a wrench into what we're trying to do. So we're going to go ahead and use her ability to take away his turn meter and debuff him. So here we go. There we go. His turn meter is gone. Now we want to target down Boba Fett. And we're going to go ahead and always target BB-8 with the call to assist because BB-8's going to then call another character to a call, and that is because of his Zeta that I did. So now that we've done the assist, we're going to burn them. This is beneficial because every time they take a turn, they take damage, and they take damage from the initial burn. Now we use that again, and we're going to go ahead and try and finish him off. We've killed him once. He's now lost his ability to target whoever he wants, and we've got to finish Boba Fett off. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and we're trying to stealth. That was a mistake. I should have gone straight for stun. Forgot that Dengar was stealthed over there. Again, these are fast battles, moving quick, and sometimes you forget things when you're playing. So always make sure you take your time. Should have gone for the instead of the stealth, which was pointless, I should have gone for the stun and damage to Boba Fett. We're going to go ahead and do damage, which is 20,000. Not bad. That what I was hoping to eliminate was that shot he just took, but that's okay. It didn't kill me. I didn't have enough buffs for it to be totally worthwhile. And here goes the stun that I should have done from the beginning. And my guy's starting to look bad, so I'm going to go ahead and finish him off. Let's kill Boba Fett. There we go. He's done. Now I can go ahead and burn the two of them. And same thing, keep rolling. We're going to remove his turn meter again. Again, you notice he hasn't had a chance yet to taunt. So that's really, really good because when he's taunting, there's a ton of bonuses that he gets. This is all about control. Now, R2-D2 is not faring as well as I would hope. Most times I fight teams, R2-D2 has full health and most of the time, most of his protection. But this is a really tough team that I'm going against. So Dengar throws his mini-mine mayhem. And I'm going to go ahead and do a double shot. I called BB-8 again, and that will ensure I get that triple shot. I'm going to stealth. This was smart because I can stealth now that Dengar is not. We're going to use this again. We're just going to keep working away at him, stun him. It didn't stun, but it did do damage. We're going to keep working away. There we go, tenacity down, and he's done. He called RJT to assist, and now all we got to do is kill Dengar. This is pretty easy. Try to do the turn meter reduction, but of course the turn meter reduction in days works, but he gets that tenacity up anytime he's debuffed. So we're going to call that triple shot. There we go. And he has healing immunity. I get the Illuminated Destiny just in time to regenerate BB-8 almost back to full health and protection, RJT back to full health and protection, and R2-D2, who was looking a little bit sad, is now at least got more protection to make sure he doesn't die. And there goes a really high shot, really powerful shot. So that was victory. First attempt is most important. Remember with these, yes, you want to get perfect points. I get it. Every time you fight, you want to do perfection, but it's not always going to be possible. And so because of that, your goal is to always, always, always win the very first attempt. And then after your first attempt, you also want to try and get full health, full protection after that. So we had all our units survive. That's important. We had 2 full health units, and that's good. And then we had only 1 full protection unit. Almost got an extra point for BB-8, and that's okay. 51 points is better than nothing. 54. We lost, like I said, 3 points due to a little bit of stuff going sideways. But this was a really, really fast and powerful team when looking at stats. I remember thinking, why don't I ever get the guys that just don't have good mods? And the truth is, when that happens and I get guys without very good mods at the 5.3 million GP rate, they just don't even set defenses. They just don't even play because this is what they face as well. But JTR is great against lots of teams, not just Bossk. You can take out basically anything with this team that I'm showing you here. So if you have these 3 tunes, go ahead and get them up and use them. Now leave comments below if you like the series. Make sure you like the video because I'm going to be doing more of these. It sounds like from the comments on the last one, you guys really enjoyed it. And I have another video coming out that's going to show a similar composition of bounty hunters, but we're going to defeat the bounty hunters with a different team. So stay tuned for that. And as always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.